Here we go. Victory Formation Podcast. That's your boy Eddie. I'm Prescott. Eddie, say what's up to the people, man. Our 37 fans
What's
out
up,
there.
ladies? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the number one Dallas Cowboy podcast in your heart. We got
You know
a
what time it is?
couple of exciting week of football, kind of coming down from our second preseason win. We had
Yeah.
a pretty awesome, cool victory week. Getting ready for our last preseason game. Had a pretty crazy week of practice and some things that happened. So let's get into it.
Yeah, man. So that was a pretty good win, man. Like overall, let me get my overall before we break down certain stuff. But overall, I was pleasantly surprised. Like I already expected, like it's kind of like if you're a crackhead giving head in the alley to a dude for
Whoa.
money, like you only can go up, like you're stealing from your mom. You only can go up, and that's what I felt about our defense last year. We were a crackhead in the alley giving blowjobs for whatever we could
Damn,
get.
bro.
That's how bad our defense was last year. So this year, it's like, man, it's like our friends haven't seen us in a year. Like, man, you got new teeth. Like your hair's filling out. It's like, man, you look pretty. You put some weight on. So that's why our defense is looking. So it's like, part of me is like, am I looking through the glasses of we were so bad? Any improvement made us look good, or do we really look good? So it's like I'm teetering on the line of, am I a Homer Cowboy fan, or do we really look good? Until today, a guy at work, he's a Jets fan, and he's one of those people who I consider like us. We're reasonable fans. We're not one of those crazy, oh, this is our year, we're going to win the Super Bowl fans in real life. I mean, we'll say it to each other as a joke or on the Discord as a joke, but in real life, we have a pretty good pulse of how good this team is. And he said the same thing I did. He's like, man, the Cowboys look pretty good. Like, it's no major, you know, dumb headlines that we normally have, like, oh, York got caught in the trailer park buying a $140 prostitute. Those used to be our headlines, but we don't have any headlines like that. The closest thing we had was maybe George Pickens might hold out because he got the franchise tag, but he's in there. So it's like all football. And just watching I rewatched the game today before this, and we looked good. No breakdowns, no missed tackles, none of that. So it's like overall, I thought we had a really good game, and I'm cautiously optimistic. What about you?
So I took some notes on the game itself. I was able to watch it. I know that I know that you had a previous engagement, so you had to kind of watch it back and forth. That
On
must
my
have been
phone. I
frustrating.
was in medieval times watching it on my phone.
Oh, he was jousting other knights and still watching. I mean, that's a true fan right there. But
Man,
so I was really focused on kind of watching some of the players that we talked about last week, knowing that they had to kind of provide some sort of excuse for the front office to not, say that we either need to get rid of this guy or let's see where we can get him. The What was the final score? Was 34-17, right? And
yeah,
the the simple fact of it is our offense didn't start off slow like it did with
we
Seattle.
did.
Like we scored 24 points in the first half. It was Milton was like right off the bat was kind of jumped out on fire. Blue, who had a really good game, he kind of the first couple carries, I even notated in the
Mm.
Discord was like, look at him, like
Slipped
he
both
was
times.
falling all over the place, he was tripping, and then it's almost like something happened, like a switch happened. Somebody said something to him, and he started playing pissed off. Like he
Man,
was running hard every single time he touched the ball. Whoever made contact with him remembered that he was in the middle of that tackle. Right? It
and
was
he's
like
supposed to be our
that's
speedster guy. Yeah, and that was nice. I like that.
yeah. I think that one play where he got the it was like a trap or something, and he had to hurdle the guy at the line of scrimmage. It was like it wasn't even like had to think about it. He got the ball and hurdled at
Yeah,
the same time, and didn't even lose a step. It was crazy. Like he might be one of the
hurdling
best
in
hurdlers in the
hurdling
game right
in
now.
between the tackles was definitely a
Yeah,
choice.
it's
That's
crazy,
crazy.
definitely crazy. But it was kind of cool to see. But I think if I was going to go through kind of the 5 players that I thought had a pretty good game, we're going to start with Milton. Milton he went 9 for 13 for 179. He had 2 TDs and 1 rushing TD.
Yeah.
The stats might be a little bit like not overwhelming because 179 is not huge, but if you look back at the way the game was flowing, we didn't really need to throw the ball a lot. We were running the ball really good.
Man, running game was tight.
I mean, the bigger plays that he did, he had a really good a long 53-yard ball to for the first touchdown for Mingo. His first NFL touchdown. It's crazy. How long has he been in the league? Like 4 years?
When I saw that stat, I was like, "It's no way that's real." But it's a real stat.
No way, right? And then he did hit Camden Brown.
Yeah, for a long game
for
too,
kind of a he got he made a good play.
2-yard line. He almost scored again.
It was Milton that made a good play to get away from the rush and actually find Brown. But another play was on that goal, and when he did throw that touchdown pass to who was that to? That was to Davis,
the
running back.
The running back
Davis, yeah.
Malik.
That was when our tackle just totally gave up, whiffed on the end, and Milton had to make a play. It looked like he was going to run it in, but then he threw the pass. It was good. So I'm going to say Milton had a good game. Mingo had a great game. Blue ran hard, ran post, had a good game. Barham, he got to introduce. We introduced to Barham on Saturday. He was wearing the green dot from the very beginning. It didn't look like the game was too fast for him at all. Like he's making plays that we saw him make in like shorts and shoulder pads when we were like, oh yeah, wait until the pads come on.
Yeah. Wait till they have to get physical and see what he does.
Yeah,
man.
And he's making those same exact plays. It's ridiculous. And then Revel Jr. He didn't have any pass interferences, and he did have an interception. Yep. I don't know if that was his first NFL INT, but it was pretty awesome. So those are the 5 takeaways that I had from the game. Our defensive depth is just ridiculous, especially on our defensive line and our edge, and I think we'll get into that a little bit later. But it's ridiculous. Like we were looking at the bottom half roster. That's what the bottom half roster game is. That second game.
Yeah.
No, none of our starters were really playing, and they were out there kind of dominating. They looked really good. And then the last thing I thought was our offensive tackles are already a concern. Yeah. I mean, it's the second preseason game of the year.
Shelton
I'm scared.
Was the best player except the opposite. Man, he was so bad. Like you said on that play, just whipping. Like I understand getting beat on the play because they get paid too. So if you get beat by a player, like just like in anything, the best DB is gonna get beat. The best offensive tackle is going to get beat, but to just completely whiff, I'm like, that's worse than getting beat. That's like giving up to me. It's like, but I mean, I know we're not going to give up him. It's preseason, and he's a rookie, so it's like I'm gonna give him some grace. But it's like for me to have such those butterflies.
Does it give you Chaz Green?
Does it give you? Oh man,
does it give you Chaz Green vibes? But at least he's a rookie. He's getting all the yips out of the way right now. Right, I mean, this is the exact time.
That's what practice is for.
Games.
Yeah, that's when practice is for. You have bad games in practice, and you learn from that. So that's why I'm like, I'm nowhere near. Oh, cut him, trade him. Like I'm nowhere near that. He can because if you remember, Steele was just as bad when he was when he was in his rookie year. Now, granted, Steele was an undrafted free agent. Shelton's supposed to be better than him, but rookies are rookies. Offensive tackle doesn't get the best coaching in college anyways. It's a known fact. The last 10 to 12 years, college has done offensive tackles and linemen a disservice because they don't – a lot of teams just decided, hey, our best players are skilled players, so we're not even going to worry about a pro-style offense. It's a lot of bubble screens, a lot of what do you call the RPOs. So they do a lot of those all the time. It's very few pro-style offenses. So a lot of offensive linemen don't come ready. So I can give him a little grace on it.
Yeah, I want to do the same thing as give him grace because my thought process last night, I was thinking, who is the best tackles that were drafted last year, and how did they do in the NFL? When you think about it, I think one of the best tackles was the guy from LSU, right? That went to the Patriots. What's his name?
And he
You know who I'm
single-handedly
talking
lost them the Super Bowl, I think.
He absolutely shit the bed. Like, he had the
It
same
was so
game
bad. I went to
that
LSU,
Shelton
man.
did,
Man, that's my
but on
boy,
the
man.
biggest
Will
stage.
Campbell.
But I mean, I was thinking about that. I was like, you know, as a rookie, I mean, tackle's got to be really difficult. I mean, everybody's attacking you, and you're out there. Another thing that Shelton has going for him too was last week. I felt like he did pretty well last week. Like, we didn't hear his name very often, and if you're offensive lineman and your name's not being called, you're doing an okay job.
Yep.
Right. So, but he was playing right tackle. But then this week we switched him over to left tackle. Could be that he's just not a left tackle.
That might be it. Yeah,
right?
He's just not a left tackle.
So maybe he gets more reps this week at right tackle, and we kind of see the benefit of hey, Steele, you better pick it up, or we got this guy that actually can.
And the good thing is we have the coaches that can help him get there, though. Like, I'm not worried about the coaching, like I was worried about Eberflus coaching the defense. Like, I'm not worried about our offensive line coach coaching these guys. I think he'll be okay.
Absolutely.
So now we get into like the fun part where we get to guess.
So we got one more game left this weekend, right? On Friday.
Yep, on Friday.
And there are some players
fighting for jobs.
Yeah.
Fighting for jobs.
I think of these guys as, I mean, they've been treading water for a little bit, right? For weeks now. And like they're gasping for air. It's almost you have one last chance to make this squad. You better show us what are you going to do? So it's not that you can't just go out there and declare, I'm going to have a good game. Like, everything needs to fall into place for you to show the coaches what you have, right?
What do you think?
So do you have a list or know of any players that you think that you think should have?
Like me, the number one player, I know there are people who have higher status or whatever, but I think the number one player who's playing for his life is Nate Thomas. Like you said, the tackles. Yeah. Any of those tackles, if any of them would have had a half decent game, that would have separated themselves. So he's the guy.
Yep.
All of them suck. So it's like, but he's the one that's been in NFL games already. He's played. He's filled in. It's like, and he's still not showing the improvement he should show, I think. But so I think he's playing for his life this Friday.
The couple times that we saw him come in last year, we were like, oh shit, Nate Thomas is in. There's got to be, oh my goodness. And then, so I don't want to have that feeling of when he comes in, because I don't have a confidence in him right now. I really don't. I know he's a hell of a run blocker, but Dak is one of our prized possessions. Right? He's the biggest. He's one of the biggest.
Our running game is not going to get us to the Super Bowl.
Made. So, like, we need Dak to be healthy, and we can't have somebody coming off the edge and hitting him blindside or on an ankle or something. It's just, it's that, even just like, he has to feel comfortable. Dak's hit his fingers and his thumbs on helmets and had to sit out weeks, and we don't want that to happen. So, Nate Thomas is a great example of somebody. Anybody else that you're thinking?
So when I say the pressure, I'm talking about based off of when the offseason first started, who we thought would be like a pretty integral part of the line. I thought Nate Thomas was going to be like a big time swing tackle for us. So like we had high hopes for him, and he just looks terrible. I'm not talking about a rookie or somebody that sucked already, and that's why I put him number one, because I had high hopes for him. And the same thing I did. The next person I would say is Maris Leofau. I thought he was going to be like like what Barham is, like the chess piece in this defense for Christian Parker, and he just hadn't shown up. But I also thought Sam Williams was going to be that too, and they stopped. Like, they took Leofau out like in the second quarter. Sam Williams, he was playing on the last play of the game, so it's like that's kind of telling.
Yeah.
So
the writers were saying that about that Another one that I thought was going to need to was Marquise Bell, and he was a healthy scratch last game.
healthy
So
scratch. Yeah.
what that tells me is that they don't need to see him. They don't. So he's not on the bubble. So some of the guys that I thought, like I say that they have some like a lot of pressure on Friday. I know these guys are on the bubble for our roster, but I think some of the guys that have like the most pressure. You hit the nail on the head. Nate Thomas is one of them. Trayshawn Holden. I know that he was an undrafted free agent for us. I think we had some high hopes for him coming in, especially with his receivers coach being his coach in Oregon and everything. He has, I think that because of the way that our wide receiver room kind of is playing out right now.
But he's not there. When they added Von Miller, they cut him.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Trayshawn Holden?
Yeah, the wide receiver. When they added Von Miller, they cut Holden. I remember that because I saw a tweet from him.
Shit. No. I'm thinking. I'm not thinking of Trayshawn Holden. What the hell was I thinking about this morning? I'm thinking about the rookie from SMU. Not Holden. It's what the fuck is his name? I have him on our on my 53 as being in the practice squad here. Hudson. Yes, Hudson. Hudson is the guy. So I know Hudson. He hasn't had number 18. He's long, lean, fast. He has a chance to try out for the league, is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't think he's trying out for our team. We might be able to hide him, but I think he's good enough that teams are going to go after him. There's teams that really need receivers right now.
We're too deep at a receiver for him to make this team.
I just don't think that we'll be able to hide him on the practice squad. I think that he is trying out for the NFL this weekend.
Do you think?
Friday. And then
do you think Camden Brown can get stuck on the practice squad?
No, I think he's going to make the team. I don't think he's going to. He won't pass through waivers.
So he's going to make it over Denzel Mims and over Mingo and over Valdez-Scantling.
Have you seen Mims play? I haven't seen Mims one bit in the preseason. Man, Mingo, that's a question mark.
So crazy.
And then MVS.
I remember I wanted to trade for Mims. I would have given up draft capital for him at one point.
But what I'm thinking, and we'll get into that because we're going to pull up our projected 53. I'm really thinking that there's going to be some sort of talk between Brown and Mingo. And then when you think about it, okay, Mingo's been in the league for, what did I say, 4 years, 4.5 years, 4 or 5 years?
Touchdown. He's
maybe
ready.
3 years. I don't know. Caught his very first touchdown out of it. Okay, he might be ready right now, but I mean, geez.
It's like a baby tasting ice cream for the first time. Once you get that taste,
Brown's already caught.
More.
Brown's already tripled his touchdown production in 2 games.
That's kind of sad, man.
And he's a rookie, right? I mean, he's a rookie, so he's like 4 years,
Mingo's
5 years
like in
younger
the second
than
round, I think. That was crazy.
So what I'm saying is like the upside and ceiling between them. I think a couple other things before we get into that on Friday. I think that Julius Wood, again, he needs to bring it like he did in this last game. Yeah. He really showed out on this last game. I think that he comes. I think he's going to make this a very hard decision in the safety room. Another guy is Tommy Dunn Jr., the rookie, undrafted defensive tackle from Kansas. Coaches really like him. He really did show out against the Cardinals. He needs to have a good game to consider this is going to be a really good defensive line this year. Man, I just don't know.
That's the strength of our team right now. Like based off of how they've been playing from OTAs to training camp to practice to preseason, our defensive line and tackles have been balling out, like from top to bottom.
Absolutely.
They're like if you gave every position group, like each person got a score of like 1 to 10, and you added them all up, our defensive line would have the highest score because they have all been playing well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The last 2 guys, I think. Justin Barron, it's kind of an iffy. Like I see him as that special teams guy. maybe being able to, you know what I mean? I don't think that he's going to be in the linebacker rotation unless we really needed him.
Yeah.
But
He might.
the last guy
He
I
might
want
make it
to
over
make the
Barnham,
team.
though. He might make.
And then the. You back on?
No, you good. No, you good.
And then the last guy I want is Israel Abanaconda. The running back room is going to be tough, and I know it's going to come down to the value. Phil Moffa only got one carry, but he scored a touchdown on it. Abanaconda brings something different, though. He brings speed and size, too. It's like he doesn't go down on first contact, and he's shown that in the last 2 games. He's shown that in practice. I really hope that he makes this team.
I think Malik Davis messed everything up. He wasn't supposed to come in and play as good as he did. he messed everything up.
Yeah. I think that Malik Davis is giving Blue problems.
Yes.
Because I think Blue and Malik Davis are like Davis. I think Blue said, "Okay, I'm going to walk into this running back 2 position this year if I do well." And then Malik Davis said, "Like what?
Yeah, and it's not
you got to show us."
And it's not that Blue's been bad. Davis just been really good for what they thought he was going to be when he came in.
Yeah, really good.
So, all right, let's get to the meat.
Blue didn't look too good against Seattle. Yeah. I mean, but he looked good against
Arizona. So he's ready.
Arizona.
All right,
absolutely, 100%.
So now we're going to look at who we're looking at. You know what? I'm going to pull it up so they can see. I want the people to see what we're looking at.
I want you to see this. So we kind of put together a little bit of an early prediction of the 53-man roster, but there's one mistake on there that we want to fix up front. And right away, I'm going to just bring it up. I failed to add Hunter Lukey on here. Hunter,
shame on you.
I think we both think that he's going to be on the team.
Shame on you.
But I mean, we'll talk in a little bit about him. But he should be in that running back. So somebody on this list here is not going to be on that 53.
I can tell you.
So let's go through it. What do you think about the quarterbacks that I chose?
Man, so I let the eat crow. I let the eat crow on this one because you can go back and check. I said that when we first started a few weeks ago, and we were like, "Hey, what we're looking for this preseason?" I said my most interesting battle was the quarterback 2 between Milton and Sam Howell. I said I wanted Milton to win, but I think Sam Howell is going to win. He's better at what we want to do. I had no idea Milton was going to be Milton and do all this. Like, he had touch. His passes were good. Like, his whole game was good. The only thing I could nitpick was he kind of rifled that 4th down on the very first drive when they were like inside the 10-yard line, and they went for it on 4th down, and he rifled it really hard from 2 yards out, so the guy couldn't even catch it, and they turned it over on downs. That's only nitpicking I could pick in this game, and if that was it, then he had an excellent game. Sam Howell wasn't bad. Milton's just been really, really good, and I'm okay with those, Prescott and Milton making it, because Milton brings more.
You
can go ahead.
No, I'm just don't mean to talk over you, but I 100% agree, because I think we were both in the beginning of the season or in the beginning of the off season saying, like, we don't really know what we have in Milton. If we go off of what we saw last year, strong arm, couldn't make good decisions. It's kind of Trey Lance like 2.0.
Oh yeah,
but these last couple games, like, he's really shown his value. It's not that he has just a strong arm. He's making good decisions. He's getting away from the pass rush. He's not just running. Yeah. Like, I think that's what we saw was like he's like 1, 2, 3, nobody's up and run, and he's not doing that anymore. He's actually finding the pocket.
2 of his biggest plays were exactly
moving
that.
The pocket a little bit.
The touchdown to Davis inside the 15, and then the really long pass to Brown on the sideline where he almost scored. Both of those were he could have taken off and ran, but he just suddenly moved to the side, saw the guy open, hit him, and two big plays. One was a long pass. I mean, it was a long catch and run, and then the other one was a touchdown. That is the growth I've seen.
I I just hope that we don't do like we always do and try to carry 3 quarterbacks because we're the Dallas Cowboys and carry 3 quarterbacks. There's no reason to have it. I mean, if Howell gets taken by somebody, Howell gets taken by somebody, and we grab somebody
So what do you
else.
think about
I don't think that we
what do you think
really
about them
protect
dangling
3.
Howell as a trade piece to get something else? Like, hey, we'll give you this quarterback for your right tackle we think can help us out, or left tackle.
Anybody, right? And I'm gonna later on, right after we get done with this, I think that one of the things that we need to talk about is just one surprise cut or trade that we think is going to happen. And I'm going to tell you one that I think is I wish it would happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. But it would be surprising if it did.
That's good.
Howell might be follow into that. Like if we can find a trade partner for Howell, do
That'd
it
be great.
now. Do it right
All
the
right.
second.
So what about
And then we got running backs. We got Williams, Blue, Davis, and Abanaconda. In my opinion, Abanaconda makes it over
so is this where you left off
over
Lukey?
Mafa.
He should be here.
This is where I left off Lukey. Yeah, so Lukey should be here if you believe that we need
They like
a fullback.
They like.
I think that I think that he makes the squad this year. I don't think that is. I don't think it's like guaranteed, and I really don't think that he's guaranteed to make the squad next year.
I wouldn't be
realistically.
shocked if they released him, but I think he makes the team. Like I wouldn't be like, wow,
Yeah.
look, he's gone. But
Me too.
I think.
What about Mafa? Your boy Mafa.
I think they're going to put him on the based off that one carry in the whole game when there was only 3 running backs. I think that was very telling. So the one thing you can tell is if he plays almost the whole game. Like whoever doesn't play, it tells a lot, and whoever plays a lot tells a lot. So I think he'll get one of Davis or Blue won't play a lot, and that's how you'll know that's who the number 2 running back is. Then whoever plays the most out of Davis and Blue, then that guy will be number 3, and then I think Moffa and Abaconda will get a lot of carries.
I think, in my opinion, on this 3rd preseason game, even when they had the 4th preseason game, I thought that was crazy. But this 3rd preseason game, I think that this week, I think the rosters are set. I think the coaches know who's going to be on the 53. This last game is the tryout game for the rest of the league. And maybe some here or there, like where do you fall in our 53?
And somebody has to play.
Right?
Like, they're making them play, so somebody has to play.
Backs.
So they're gonna put out players who they know or we need you to contribute. We're gonna put players out there who maybe we can use you, but somebody has to play, so they put them out. All right.
True.
So wide receiver.
And we got our wide receivers. We knew this. Our wide receiver room is really strong.
Yeah. That it's only that last 2 spots.
I mean, even if we look at it like MVS, like he is a legitimate. I mean, I think a team is going to pick him up right away.
Someone's going to pick him up.
Like it's not even going to be a question. I don't know about the other guys.
Like Mims.
We drafted a receiver.
Oh yeah,
we drafted a receiver that's probably not even going to make this team. Anthony Smith, and then Hudson. Hudson should have been drafted. That's one thing that was crazy. Like he should have been drafted, and then we got him, and now where are we going to put him? Because we didn't know Cameron Brown was going to be so good.
Wide receiver and defensive tackle. That's where our embarrassment of riches come in. We're going to have to let go of some quality players at those 2 positions.
I'm frustrated with the next one. I think that tight end is going to be Dak loves his tight ends. And I don't know how strong our tight end room is this year. Right? I know Ferg is great. Ferg's great. He's great at what he does. And if we put him in a position to be able to get open instead of trying to run those stupid option routes, then he's going to be valuable. But what happens if he gets banged up? Who's playing?
Spanford,
Scoon.
Trigg. I think they're going to IR him.
He's lucky he even makes the squad.
They're going to IR him for the rest of the season.
There was injury.
Trigg was promising, but I think that they're going to try and stash him for another year to where it's like, hey, come back next year. Make this a red shirt. Come back next year and you'll have
They said something about it yesterday. They said something about it yesterday. They said like a fan favorite might not make the team because of because of these, and right away a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's got to be Trick. It's got to be Trick." Probably is.
Zoom's gonna have a great
It
year.
is
I'm
what it
telling
is.
you, man. Y'all believe in me. Believe in me.
Just remember, you mark this, pin it so we can come back and
he had a big
laugh
play.
at you like we're on The Simpsons.
And he showed up in that preseason game, so he's ready. All right. So, how we looking on offensive line? Is that how you thought? Like that's how I thought it was going to shake out before preseason, and it pretty much stayed the same. The only thing is, I didn't see how
the only
thing
that I think was a surprise is Cornelius. Yeah, I think that I really don't think that Shelton's that bad. I just think that he had a bad game and he was in the wrong position. We put him in the left tackle, and I don't think he's a left tackle. He's a right tackle. The surprising thing was Cornelius, us moving him to guard and him having such a good offseason kind of gave us the confidence to be able to say, our interior offensive line is ridiculous. Yeah. It's our offensive tackles that we really need some help. Can we trust Thomas? Can we trust Shelton if somebody goes down? If you don't believe that, you better start praying that somebody either gets cut or we can trade. I'm thinking it's going to be a vet after week 1, so that his salary is not guaranteed.
Minus quarterback.
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
If there was a group of people that God told me, hey, you can pick one position group that would have no injuries and the starters would be there all season, this is the position group I would pick. Like if you said pick any position group, I guarantee the 5 best will be starting from game 1 to the Super Bowl if they make it. I would pick offensive line. Well, minus quarterback. Quarterback's an easy answer, but take out quarterback. I would say these 5 starters: Guyton, Steele, Smith, Beebe, Booker. If we could have those 5 start all year, I would kiss the heavens.
So that's the offense. I think that we knew that we were going to have a very talented offense coming from last year, but a few additions and a few guys stepping up. I think it's just strong. I don't see another offense in the league that, as a whole, can run with the Cowboys. In my opinion, I mean, Bills' offense is pretty good.
Rams
but I don't think their receivers are anywhere close. Rams' offense is good, but their running backs I don't think are as good, and I don't think that their interior offensive line is as good. And they have really fast running backs. They have really good receivers, and one of the best quarterbacks in the league. It's just that interior offensive line. But then if we get into the defense, let's get into the defense here. This is where we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
This one's gonna hurt, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna end up releasing a couple good defensive linemen.
I'm thinking that we're going to get messages that day on that cut. When the cut day is what day?
Sunday.
We have to go from 90 to 53.
Our final game is Friday, and we play the Saints, and then cut day, and it's no more 2 cut days anymore. It's now just, and it used to be on Tuesday. Like it used to be like Monday and Tuesday, but now it's just one day. You got to go from 90 to 53 by 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday.
It was Bloody Tuesday. They used to call it Bloody Tuesday.
So we have to release what is that? 37 players by Sunday, and they start releasing people early. So after that game Friday, you'll hear people being released Friday night, being released Saturday, and then everybody be released Sunday.
You don't want the Turk. You don't want the Turk knocking on or tapping on your shoulder, asking you for your playbook, or the coach wants to see you. That's bad. Coach isn't about to pull you into a room to tell you how good you did.
So what you got down here is actually pretty good. I like it. Williams, Clark. We'll do the defensive line first.
There might be a surprise in there.
It might be.
Williams, Clark, Ogbonia, LT Overton is I think he's better than what we thought he was going to be when we drafted him. When we drafted him, we were like, oh, do we really need this guy? And then all of a sudden, during the production and his pass rushing ability is ridiculous.
Overton showed up. Overton showed up.
He's definitely going to make it.
Overton showed up. He earned himself that job.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then we can group the DNs in with the D-line. I know in this defense they kind of are
linebackers, really
mentioned as outside linebackers. But really, I think they're DNs because they're not going to be pass coverage. They're not going to be in pass coverage too much.
This was the easiest one.
We got Rashawn Gary.
This is the easiest one to guess who's going to make the team. Like, these 5 right here are written in pen. Unless somebody gets, knock on wood, injured or gets arrested in the trailer park picking up hookers, like these 5 should be the 5. Like no questions asked. Nobody's pushing these guys.
If we didn't pick up Vaughn, who do you think would have? Maybe it would have been Tyus Wheat. We keep bringing him back for some reason, and he did make a play in this last game. He had a sack, but I'm not the biggest fan of him. And so if Miller would have not been picked up, I'm sure that week would have probably made the squad for some reason.
I think Barron would have made it. Oh no, he's already on here.
You're talking about linebacker wise? I'm just talking about like.
Man, that's such a good question, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Isaiah Land, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Land is. I don't know if he's going to make it through the practice squad. Maybe, but this offseason he's been making plays in these
Von Miller,
in these games.
He would have made it.
Think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if we move down to linebacker, this was a big question mark this year. Like we thought we were going to see a trade or some sort of something coming in.
I was for sure that we were going to get the guy from Seattle, Wagner. Like I was for sure we were going to pick him up. Like before Miller or before Clowney, I was for sure we were going to pick up. He's still a free agent. Wagner, but they did.
He's still best. He's still one of the best availables right now. Could be like I said. Don't be surprised if we wait until after the first week to pick up a vet, because then their salary isn't guaranteed for the year. So if they get hurt, that's penny pincher 101. That's the way Jerry likes to play.
Place that I'm disagreeing on anything you have on here. I think Sam Williams would make it over. Well, because Sam Williams is more of a defensive end, so he wouldn't take Barron's spot. Never mind. You're right.
Sam Williams is hard for me, man. He is such an athlete.
He's so good. And it just doesn't translate
to be drafted in the second round too, right? It's our second rounders that just don't, for some reason, we don't hit on it.
It's like
I don't get it.
Brain fart.
We should just trade our second rounders from now on. Just trade that
Malachi
pick.
Lawrence going to be
because we just can't. For some reason, it's like they. Yeah, no, but he was a first round pick.
Oh, that's right. He was our second first round. Who was our second round?
Yeah. We didn't have a second rounder this year because we traded it.
We did. No, we had
a
second round.
Yeah, because our third pick was Jaydon Barham. He was a third rounder. We traded back into the third round. Didn't we? Yeah, we're going to look. So you find that out as I go through the cornerbacks here. So our cornerbacks, I think, are they're set in stone right now, except for the last one, right? We got Bland, we got Ravel, we got Kobe Durant. We haven't even seen Kobe yet.
No, we didn't have a second round or a third round. You're right, because we got the third rounder late. We didn't have a second round at all, so we had 2 first rounders.
We traded our second for Quinnen, and then our third rounder we got by trading.
Good. So all these players are going to be good because we don't have the second round curse on them. Yeah, they're all going to be good.
There we go. So the last 2 cornerback spots, Moore, since he was the best cornerback in the draft,
gotta keep him. We have to
sign him.
He wouldn't lie to us.
And then it's that last one. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Stewart, or is it going to be? There's what is there? Who
Kendrick,
else do we have? There's
Carson,
Kendrick.
Josh Butler
Kendrick
still
was
on his team
from the Rams too. Butler, Kaysen,
Yeah.
or Carson. Hey, I know he's in the doghouse, but shit, he's been playing a lot of snaps, and he knows the defense.
That one's up.
Somebody believes in him.
But I'm good with these 5 right here. I'm good. Like if
Stewart.
Carson, if they kept Carson over Stewart,
safeties.
I wouldn't be terribly upset. But I can see them keeping Stewart over Carson.
I wouldn't throw a fit either. I think that Stewart just brings something different. Like he played slot. He's played safety. I mean, he's multi-dimensional in there. And then, so the last position would be our safety room. Do you see anything on here that maybe you don't think would make any sense?
I just think that I don't know what they looking at. Like, I just want to know that. Like, I want to know their thought process. I would keep Bell as well, but I want to know their thought process when they're trying to decide between Bell, Elijah Clark, and Zion Childress. Just to say why they decided Bell was going to be there.
What are they doing with Hooker?
He's going to be there.
What are they doing with Hooker? Like, for what though? I don't get it. Like this, the upside of Locke and Hooker. I don't get it. I don't know why we re-signed Hooker.
Like whenever I see somebody who like, I don't know why they're keeping that guy. I always like to lean on, because Christian Parker relies on people being smart, that they just get the defense. Like they don't make mental mistakes. They know where to be and they play it well. And that's what I tell myself.
But he got re-signed. He got re-signed in the very beginning, like right away. Even like, so like Christian Parker didn't have a whole lot of time to say, yeah, I'd really like him, or he's going to fit well here. I don't know. I think that was a player that got just transitioned. Like they handed it to him and say, okay, see what you can do with him.
Yeah.
I don't like his roster spot in my eyes is kind of like, eh.
All right, so let's round it out. I think maybe Aubrey makes the team. He should. I'll be surprised if they cut him.
Yeah, these special teams are those are set in stone. And then just like we talked about with Trigg, I think that we try to sneak him on to. I thought it would be the pup, but if it's going to be the whole year IR,
oh man, hey,
makes sense again.
Hey, if anybody asks you, you tore all your hamstring off the bone, so you're done for the season.
If anybody calls you, speak up.
And then of course those are pretty
and
good practice squad candidates.
Practice squad. I just those are kind of just threw them out. We don't even know. It could be totally different, because as you just like with the undrafted free agency, as soon as the cuts happen, all the teams are looking at everybody that got cut. So if anybody else that got cut outshines or makes more sense than any of these other guys, they'll just swap them out. Right?
Like Toia or Bullet or Dunn, like any one of those three are interchangeable to me. Like if Toia made it over one of those two, I wouldn't be surprised.
Fucking Toia. Toia looks like a fucking marshmallow out there to me. It's just little short arms and little short legs, and just runs out there like that.
Gang, so yeah, like he hit the quarterback and there was an incomplete pass.
What game was that?
Against the Cardinals. Yeah.
Cardinals?
So he had one good play. Anyway, but that looks pretty good, man. You did pretty good. Good job by you.
Oh, well, thank you. It's almost like I've been watching football for a little while.
So, what was that question you had? we can end on that.
The final question I think would be posed, it would be, what would be a surprise cut that you like on Sunday when we get the alert of the cut players and you go, what? There's no way that guy got cut. You pull it up and you see it. Who do you think would be somebody that would fit that mold for you? If you want me to go first, I can because I've been thinking about this guy for a couple days.
Who you got?
All right. What I'm thinking, and this is going to be, it's not going to be a very popular answer, because everybody's going to throw a fit. They've already have. Is I don't think that Turpin makes sense on our team for the salary that he makes and the production that he has. And I know everybody's going to say, "What the hell? 2-time All-Pro."
I just gave you your props for knowing about football.
One of those All-Pros. We all look. one of those all pros, we all looked at each other like, are you serious? He got all pro for what? So, I mean, what I'm thinking in my whole thought process is, not only do you have to be valuable on the team to make the 53, there's only 53 positions on the team. So you have to be productive. You have to be valuable. You can't make $4.5 million and only return kicks.
Unless you return a lot of them for touchdowns.
In my opinion.
You got to be be a field
When was
flipper,
the last time he ran a kickback for a touchdown?
Flipper.
It was Washington 2023, right? 24. But the thing that I'm saying is, like, he's making more than some of our defensive ends. And then, what the excuses that I'm getting from other people are like, well, he's a legit deep threat and blah, blah. When has he been a legit deep threat for us? The most that he's ever caught was last year. He caught 26 passes.
He caught that long touchdown against the Redskins. It was like an 80-yard touchdown he had last year.
Well, that's great. I'm just saying that I know that I'm poking the bear with this, but I just don't think. I think that if that were to come across, I would be like, haha, I told you. It wouldn't be like, oh my God, I can't believe he just got cut. I think that would be a surprise for the rest of the fan base. What is your guy?
I think we're gonna have to go with the vanilla gorilla, man. If they let that guy go, I'll be like, man, come with a cool nickname for a guy just gonna get cut, man.
That's our boy.
So I'll be shocked by it.
It just comes down to value and what you can
Malik
do.
Davis messed it all up. He was just supposed to come in and be a camp body and let Blue and Maffa carry it away, but he just came in and started balling out. And so now they're like, man, we got to make tough decisions.
That's a unique perspective on that. Like, who are the players that came in that fucked it up? And that Davis is one. Cameron Brown was the other.
Barham, we already knew that he was going to make it.
I think that Shelton did it the opposite. Shelton did it opposite way.
Brown is definitely the best about that. And Malik Davis is like, he forced himself onto this roster. And I like those type of players. Like, what? Oh, yeah.
Milton.
I had him as 3.
Milton kind of surprised us all. I think that he took a huge step forward from last year to this year.
God forbid Dak missed 3 games. I could see him going 2-1. Like something like that.
What about if I changed from Turpin and I said, you know what, Milton's showing so much promise right now that he's the guy that I'm going to dangle for trade bait. I'd rather have Howell that I know is not going to play on my bench, and if I can get a tackle for Milton,
I would rather have Milton and dangle Howell for trade bait, because Howell already has tape out there of him playing a full season.
But Howell's not going to get it.
Quarterback need a team is going to need.
I know what you're saying. I just don't think that Howell's going to grab it. I just don't think that Howell's going to bring what Milton would bring. But we never know. We might see Howell come in with like a 240-yard game and 3 touchdowns against the Saints, and we're going to be like, what do we do?
Anyway,
what do we do here?
So
somebody help.
All right, we got it on tape. Our 53 projection. We'll see how it stacks up next week when we come after the Saints game, after the cuts. And then, of course, we all know that once they have the cuts on Sunday, that's not the final team. They always pick up somebody afterward. They always drop somebody afterward. It's never final until the week before the season. Then that's when we know that's the final team. But we still have fun looking at it. So we'll see. There's always that gamemanship, like how they always drop Sieg every year so they can sneak somebody on and then just re-sign them because they know nobody's going to sign our long snapper. Little games like that they play.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. So that's why.
What about and next week we'll also kind of give our annual prediction of the schedule
wins and losses.
And our wins and losses.
We did it when
so
the schedule came out. Now that we know a lot more, we'll do a more official one.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. So y'all stay tuned, stay ready. Eddie, say goodbye to people before we eat dinner, man.
Let's do it. I'm ready. So, what do we have? Like 3 weeks or 2 weeks until the opening day. I'm excited. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought about this roster, what you guys' 53 prediction is, if we're way off, or if maybe there's a player out there that's on another team that you think would benefit us to focus on. But we'll talk to you guys next week. Peace out.